like to tell you the enthusiasm of the Republican Party is back. And it's all starting, the revolution is starting right here in Fairfax County. You all did a great job with those special elections. Thank you, Anthony Bedell. He's not paying a bit of attention. He's out there campaigning in the middle of the road. We got enough traffic problems. You're slowing it down here. But Anthony is a great leader for the county, and I want to just thank all of you for coming for a great cause here with my friend Tim Hugo. I've served with Tim for a number of years in the House. He's one of the few guys that had as many kids as I did, so I was really delighted to be here this morning for he and Paula. I got a beautiful family. And I think when you have a big family, you really have a big investment in the future of Virginia. It keeps you grounded, it keeps you motivated. You think you're important in the General Assembly, and then you come home and Paula tells you to take out the trash. It really helps quite a bit, I think, to make sure you know that you are what your rightful role is in society. But Tim is not only a very principled legislator, but he's one of those guys that I think really is in it for the right reasons. He cares deeply about community. He's a man of faith. He's a man that really understands the greatness of Virginia is rooted in our strong free enterprise system, that if you keep taxes and regulation and litigation to a minimum, you promote small business so that entrepreneurs can thrive and allow people to pursue their dreams, you're going to have a healthy and great society and less reliance on government with social programs and other welfare programs and so forth. And he gets that, and he's been a tireless advocate for the business community and for public safety during his time in the General Assembly. And so I'm so glad you're out here to invest your time, your talent, and your treasure in Tim Hugo. I know that he and I know from many years on the ballot, we have the privilege of being the tip of the iceberg. We're the names on the ballot. Well, the only way you win is if you have an army of friends on the ground willing to do that hard work of freedom, which is knocking on doors and handing out the literature and making the phone calls, putting up the signs, coming to the rallies, going to the chicken dinners, you know, all the things that it takes to have a successful campaign. You really are the folks that'll determine whether or not Tim wins and whether or not I win. So I want to say thanks for being here. It's great to be back in my old home county of Fairfax County. I grew up on the other side of the county near Mount Vernon. My wife is from McLean. And of course now I raised all my kids in Virginia Beach, and now I live in Richmond. So I'm basically the local candidate all over the state. I just want you to know, although I'll be reminding people that I'm a Fairfax County guy since 1/7 of the votes are right here in your great county. But I really do believe that this county and your effort here really are going to be the key to winning. The enthusiasm and energy you've already shown in these special elections has given us great momentum, I think, heading into the home stretch here with 6.5 months to go. And we want to ask you to keep it up. There's so much at stake, I think, this election. To keep the House, to do something we haven't done in a couple of years, since '97, win a governor's race and a lieutenant governor's race, elect our 5th Republican Attorney General in a row. We want to be able to show that and people know this nationally, the resurgence of the Republican Party and the conservative cause are going through Virginia this year. Michael Steele said that, so many people have said that, and you can be a big part of making that happen. Because it is about important values, and Tim mentioned some of them. It is about making sure we keep the best and most business-friendly state in the country by incentivizing entrepreneurs to be able to create dreams for other people. It is about the quality of our education system to make sure we've got good discipline and literacy, and we're passing on the values to the next generation, more money to the classroom with performance pay and charter schools and all those things that we know will work in order to make our schools better. It is about making sure we keep a low-cost energy supply with coal and nuclear and offshore and alternatives, so we've got the whole package. We ought to have Virginia be the energy capital of America with all of our natural resources. And it is about protecting our individual rights and our constitutional liberties, the right to life, the right to keep and bear arms, the right for parents to make the fundamental decisions about their kids' education. So I can tell by the behavior right here that my time is up because their attention span is over. And so let me conclude by saying I really appreciate what you're doing today. I know a lot of you are going to be going out and doing the walking and knocking on doors. This is so important. This is the key to us winning. And that is looking a voter in the eye, identifying whether they're Republican or Democrat, doing the advocacy and identifying who we need to get out to vote those last 72 hours. I can tell you, each party will have enough votes to win. There was 74% turnout in the presidential race. This election will be maybe 49% turnout or so. Each party will have enough to win. The party that's the most motivated, that believes most deeply in their principles, that does the hard work of freedom, identifies more people on the ground, gets those absentee ballots, will win. And last thing I want to say is when you get those cell phones, I want you to sign up for our text messaging program. One of the few things I agree with President Obama on is he does a great job texting, so I hired his company to work for me a month ago, and we want you to sign up. You just text VA to GoBob 46262, and we'll be able to stay. And there it is, right on the sign. What a coincidence. We will be able to stay in touch with you morning, noon, and night, by email, by text message, by fax, by carrier pigeon, whatever it takes. We're going to stay in touch with you so that we can have a great victory this November. So thanks for all you're doing to keep the conservative cause alive and what you're doing to help Tim win here in Clifton. God bless you. Thanks for coming.